Hello and welcome to another opportunity to attract the man of your dreams and to create the relationship that gives you true and lasting fulfillment and happiness. Today I want to show you how to make a man fall head over heels for you. Yes, today I want to share with you how you can make him fall in love with you in such an intense way that he won't even look at other women, that he won't think about other women, and that all he wants is you. And when you want to make a man fall in love with you in such an intense way, you have to realize one important thing that most women, unfortunately, always forget. And that's that men are conditioned to not share their emotions. And that at the same time, if you create the emotional space for him to open up, to share about his past, to share something about his trauma, to let you know how he really feels, instead of just saying, yeah, I'm fine, yeah, I'm okay. If you provide this safe space for him, then he will fall in love with you. I've seen it in myself. I mean, that's a safe space that my girlfriend provided for me. She said in the very early stages of our relationship, I actually respect men who open up emotionally and who are emotionally available more than men who bottle up their emotions, because true confidence means that you can show your true emotions. And I have to be honest, this stuck with me from the beginning of our relationship, even before we were officially a couple. I thought to myself, wow, this woman allows me to share my emotions. She doesn't just allow it, she encourages me to share my emotions. This woman makes me feel safe. She makes me feel loved. She makes me feel incredible. And if you do that for a man, if you allow him to finally be honest, to finally be himself, to finally open up, then this man will naturally, inevitably fall in love with you. He will fall head over heels for you. And if you then stop relying on makeup and rely on your energy, your dating life will change completely. And before you scream, Sebastian, you can't tell me if I should wear makeup or not. That's not what I mean. I just used this as a metaphor. So calm down. You can use makeup. You can use a little bit of makeup, as much makeup as you want. But I want you to realize that makeup is not what makes a man fall in love with you. In other words, your physical beauty might attract him in the first couple of seconds. But just because a man is attracted to you doesn't mean that a man will fall in love with you. And just because a man feels amazing when he's in bed with you doesn't mean that he will fall in love with you. But if you change your energy to an energy that radiates love for man, then a man will fall in love with you. And this energy is the result of your thoughts and your feelings. If you think positive thoughts towards man, if you have positive feelings towards men, then man will fall in love with you inevitably. And I know that for some of my coaching clients, this is very hard because a lot of women book Skype coaching sessions with me. And by the way, if you want to find out more about the different coaching sessions I offer, you can go to gethimkeephim.com/coaching. And a lot of women who book coaching sessions with me, they had traumatic pasts. They came out of toxic relationships. They were betrayed by their ex-boyfriends or ex-husbands. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And of course, in this situation, it's very hard to say, I love men. But at some point, you have to let go of the past and you have to realize that this man that you will meet, the man of your dreams, the man who you will spend your life with, can only be attracted into your life with this positive, life-affirming, and also man-loving energy. And that's also how I attracted my wonderful girlfriend. I reached a point in my trauma healing where I truly fell in love with myself, I fell in love with life, and I fell in love with women. And when I fell in love with women, that's when my girlfriend appeared in my life, because only then was I an energetic match with her. Otherwise, I would have not been able to attract her. I mean, you just have to ask yourself if you've ever been on a date with a guy and you had the feeling that he doesn't really love women. He might not hate women, but he doesn't really love women. And now I want you to imagine being on a date with a guy who truly and fully and completely loves women. The energy will be completely different. And if you use the same principle when it comes to attracting the man of your dreams, you can also use the energetic principle to attract him with your man-loving energy. And the more you will develop a true love for men, the more you will be able to attract men into your life who are able to love, who are ready to love, who can receive and give love, and who you can establish a loving relationship with. What else can you do to make a man fall head over heels for you? One of the best things you can do is to listen to him with admiration. And a lot of my coaching clients, when they hear this for the very first time, think that this means they have to submit to a man and they have to look at him as this incredible, amazing human being, admire him from the far. But that's not what I'm talking about. Yes, it's amazing to have a relationship that's based on equality. Admiration goes one way and also the other way. It's not a one-way street. If you admire him for his masculinity, he can and will admire you for your femininity. And if you admire him for qualities that you want him to have as your boyfriend and as your future husband, then he's way more likely to develop these qualities. So you can basically, by doing that, create your perfect guy. He might already be almost perfect, but you can make him even more perfect. So for example, my girlfriend loves my ambition and I am already a very ambitious guy. But by her complimenting my ambition on a regular basis, I get even more ambitious because of course it makes me feel good. It makes me feel amazing that the woman I love appreciates this quality about me. And then as a result, I'm way more likely to actually be more ambitious. If you listen to him with admiration and you admire him for the things he tells you, and there's one quality that you can identify in the things he tells you, for example, he talks about his goals. This means already that he's a very ambitious man, because if he wasn't ambitious, he wouldn't have any goals. And you then compliment him specifically for this quality. Then you reaffirm in his mind that it's a good quality to have and that you will be more attracted to him when he has this quality or even more of this quality. And then in the end, he will become the most ambitious man you can possibly imagine. And then every now and then, do something kind, something small, something romantic for him. For example, a little shoulder massage, or you simply bring him a cup of tea while he's at work. Or to give you an example, what my girlfriend loves to do, and I don't ask that of her, she just loves to do that. When I'm, for example, at work and I'm focused, I'm concentrated, and she at the moment is not working, she then often prepares a little fruit for me, just a little banana, she cuts it into pieces and then brings it to me at my table. And this alone takes her maybe 1 minute to do it. But for me, it means the world. Because it shows me I care, I take care of you, I nurture you, and these are all feminine qualities. And if you do that for your man, he will fall head over heels for you. And of course, you also want him to be devoted to you. In fact, you want him to be so devoted to you that he won't even look at other women. And if you want to know how you can make your man so incredibly devoted to you that other women don't even exist for him, then you have to go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted or click on the first link in the description to then watch this video to learn more about the devotion sequence and the devotion system that contains the devotion sequence. Or if you want to read about this incredible method, you can go to gethimkeephim.com/system or click on the second link in the description. And then always remember that repetitive exposure works in advertising and it also works in relationships. What I mean by that is very simple. The more time you spend with him, especially the more quality time you spend with him, the more amazing memories you make with him, the more of these experiences you have with him, the faster he will fall in love with you. And that's also why I'm so against this toxic dating advice from so many dating coaches for women out there, who tell you that it's a good idea to be aloof and to not text him all the time and to only meet him once a week. And now I'm gonna say something that's, as so often, politically incorrect, but it's the truth. Men and women do not respond to the same things. You as a woman are most likely, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it's true for a lot of my coaching clients who I talk to, you are more attracted to a man who has a very busy life, who's incredibly ambitious, and who might every now and then gives you the chance to chase him. That's at least what so many of my female coaching clients told me. What about men? Men are not attracted to these qualities, I'm sorry to say it, but if you communicate to a man that you're incredibly busy and you don't text him back and you play aloof and that you don't have time for him, he will simply move on. It doesn't work the same way, and I know so many dating coaches out there told you that it's the best way to make a man fall in love with you. In fact, it's the fastest way to push a man into the arms of a woman who is available, who makes time, and who doesn't play so hard to get. And this is especially true, and I know you don't want to hear this, but as I always say, it's more important for me that I help you than that you actually like me. But the truth is that especially when it comes to very busy men, high net worth men, high successful men, if you play hard to get with them, they simply move on because they have options. They have many, many options. So keep that in mind, that what works in advertising also works in relationships. And repeated exposure can already help you to make him fall in love with you. There's been study after study after study that proves that when you as a woman spend more time with a man, more quality time, he's more likely to fall in love with you, and not when you spend less time with him. And then use movies and TV shows to connect with him, to cuddle with him, to be affectionate, and don't just focus on the movie. I mean, one thing that I, for example, decided with my girlfriend, but that's just me, I'm a little bit extreme in this case, we no longer want to watch movies on a regular basis, and even though my apartment has a TV, it was already there when I rented the place, I never put it on. I don't watch TV, I don't watch movies regularly, and with my girlfriend I just said, yeah, it's actually more fun to just cuddle, to just joke around, to tickle each other, to talk, and to connect, to really connect. And that's why the advice I can give you, if you want to make a man fall in love with you, and if you want him to fall head over heels for you, is to not just stare at a screen when you watch a movie with him, but to connect with him, to talk with him, to cuddle with him, to tickle him, to just emotionally and physically connect, instead of just staring into a screen. And then it will be easy for you to make this man fall head over heels for you. And if you, like I mentioned before, not only want him to fall head over heels for you, but you also want him to be devoted to you, then you can either click on the first link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted in order to watch this video and to then find out more about the devotion sequence. Or you can also click on the second link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/system and read this page and find out more about the devotion system by simply reading it, if you prefer reading over watching a video. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.